Well, my fellow agents, as all of you know by now, we are 1 week away from the launch of the Battle for Brooklyn DLC, and holy shit, I cannot believe we are actually heading down the home stretch. And today also marks the start of the reanimated global event. Therefore today, my friends, I'd like to highlight one of my go-to builds while this event is active, and this is a build I use every single time reanimated is going on, but I always forget to actually post the build, so I'm finally bringing it to you this time around. Now, as always, we're going to jump right into the details, and if you happen to enjoy this, do me a favor and hit that like button. It truly helps the channel out, and if you want to stay up to speed on all things Division, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button as well. Now, starting with a specialization, you can see I'm using sharpshooter, and the main reason for that is because you do get some extra headshot damage, you get some extra stability, it gives you access to the tactician drone, which I like to use for this version of the build. And always remember, regardless of the specialization you choose, always make sure to have the proper weapons activated in your weapon skill tree. That way you're getting a 15% weapon damage bonus regardless of which one you're using. I mention this in every single video because people forget to do it, and then you're leaving weapon damage on the table, and that sucks. So please do not make that mistake. Now, my primary weapon for this build is actually my sidearm. I'm using the Harvest hand cannon, and this thing is a nightmare. Like, it's an absolute beast of a weapon. Now, about 3 weeks ago, I posted a video telling you to farm the loot goblin because that is the only NPC that can actually drop this thing, so I sincerely hope you were able to pick one up. If not, you can use a D50 with the talent determined that can still get the job done as well. Now, the most important detail, regardless of the sidearm that you have equipped, is you want to make sure you are using the talent determined, because with that talent, after killing an enemy with a headshot, the next shot landed on any enemy is going to be a guaranteed headshot as well. And as we make our way to the other two weapons, you can see one of which is a marksman rifle with the talent determined. The other one is a rifle with the talent determined. You see the pattern here, right? You want that talent in every single weapon because when this event is going on, you're one-tapping every NPC, and it is so much damn fun. Now, making our way to the gear itself, you can see we are wearing 4 Hunter's Fury, 1 Walker and Harris, and the Memento backpack. Now, when it comes to the Hunter's Fury gear set, the main reason we're equipping this is for that 3-piece and 4-piece bonus. 3-piece is 20% armor on kill and 50% health on kill, and 4-piece is Apex Predator. Enemies within 15 meters receive a debuff, amplifying your weapon damage by 20%. Killing a debuffed enemy with your weapon disorients other enemies within 5 meters and amplifies weapon damage by 5% for 10 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. I'm telling you right now, my friends, that is a talent that will save your ass time and time again. Now, moving on to the body armor, it's the 1 piece of Walker and Harris. It is the name body armor, the Chain Killer, which has the talent Perfect Headhunter. Now, for those of you out there who may not have this body armor, I recommend hitting up Countdown, set your targeted loot to Walker and Harris. You should be able to pick up one pretty quick. You can also use a piece of HG with a regular talent Headhunter. I can promise you that can still get the job done. Next, we have the holster, the knee pads, and the gloves. They are the 3 remaining pieces of the Hunter's Fury gear set. And one thing you'll notice is that on every single piece of gear in this build, I'm doing my best to stack headshot damage everywhere I can. Last but not least, we have the backpack, which is the Memento, and as I've said countless times in countless videos, this is a must-have exotic for every single player out there because of its talent kill confirmed, especially with a run-and-gun build like this. As far as my skills are concerned, I'm using the combination of the Tactician Drone and the Bulwark Shield, but you can use any combination you like, my friends. Hope this video helped you out, and as always, questions, comments, or feedback, please let me know, and I will do my best to get back to you as quick as I can. Now, as most of you know, while this global event is going on, you have the ability to earn stars, and that is the currency you are going to use at the global event vendor to buy different caches. I will show you that at the end of the video. But to be very clear, the only way you can earn stars is by making sure the event is turned on. Now, in the bottom left-hand corner, you can see there is an activate and deactivate button, and you can turn this on or off whenever you want, my friends. And remember, if you jump into Countdown, the game will automatically turn it off because you cannot have global events active in Countdown, so when you jump back into your own gameplay, you got to make sure you turn the thing back on. On that note, I'm going to leave you with some gameplay footage and commentary. However, as always, I want to take a moment and thank you all for your incredible continued support. Please let me know of any other questions you have I did not address. Thank you once again for the privilege of your time, and as I mention at the end of every one of these, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone. Good morning once again, my fellow agents. I hope everyone is having a good day so far. For me, it is 7:47 a.m. Pacific on Tuesday, May 20th. Now, a few things I want to recap when it comes to the global event that's going on right now. Please make sure to activate the global event, because if you do not, you will not earn any stars no matter how many challenges you complete or shade levels that you gain. And it's a great way to earn a bunch of resources in a very short amount of time, earn XP, a bunch of good stuff, and the build is a shit ton of fun to use. I mean, you can see on screen right here. You are absolutely destroying enemies left and right. Now, one thing you want to make sure you do is anytime you're engaging with enemies, you want to go for one of the red bars, one of the weaker NPCs, you want to get that headshot, and when you do with this event going on, you're going to see that big cloud of green smoke light up. As soon as that's happened, you know you've procced the talent on the weapon in the chest, and once that takes place, it is absolutely lights out. Now, one final recommendation I want to pass along is that you want to go after factions that do not typically wear helmets. I recommend hitting up the Outcast because it makes getting that initial headshot to proc all the talents much, much easier. That is it for my part, my fellow agents. Thank you once again for everything, and I will see you in the next one.
Reinforcements en route. Detecting additional hostile contacts. Watch your fight! I'm moving through! They don't deserve to live! This'll eat them! Critical. Supply room access unlocked.